because I always forget a thumbnail, so I might as well just do it at the start of the video because otherwise I have to put a really ugly picture of my face. And I'm not down. I'm not down. Hey guys, I haven't been sitting in my room talking to the camera in a long time, and I know I say this every time, but honestly that's how it feels. Alright, today's video is honestly off the top of my head. I didn't really plan it. I wanted to talk about this because it's been requested, and also I just wanted to talk to you guys. I'm gonna just talk about like tips for dealing with barn drama, tips on moving barn, when you should, when you shouldn't, and then when you actually move, how to become as comfortable as possible in your new barn. So in my day and life, I don't know. I have dealt with barn drama. I have dealt with moving. I have moved so many different places. But like recently, the past 3 years, I've been with the same coach and kind of just been following her. But before that, I moved barns myself because of particular reasons, and so I just wanted to get into that. Honestly, barn drama is literally sometimes hard to avoid because it does come up and you do have to deal with it. My best tip is to just honestly try to stay out of it as much as possible. I know it's like it's really bad advice. Yoshi! And she's chirping now. But it's true, like, I never try to get involved because I don't see a point at all. Okay, the bird's here now. Anyways, if people are causing issues for you, either talk to someone like your coach or your parents or anyone that you can really confide in and see honestly what they can do for you. I get a lot of questions on like dealing with that stuff, and I honestly never know what to say because each situation is different. So talk to someone you trust and they can guide you through it. Obviously, I just try to minimize getting involved because I don't see a point. I am here to ride my horse and have a good time and get away from the stresses. So when you go to a barn and it's stressful and there's people that, you know, what's the point? Leading into that, if it gets to a point where honestly the atmosphere is uncomfortable, there's just so much tension between people, blah blah blah, like I honestly do not see a point in staying at the barn because I do think a barn should be a stress-free environment, and if it is stressing you out and making you uncomfortable, then always consider the option to move barns, because I know it may be scary, but honestly, every time I've moved barns, it has been so worth it. And I'm like, why the heck did I not do this sooner? Why? I don't know. Because I just held on to what I knew and didn't think of a possibility of it being better. And you know what? It does get better. So I can kind of explain to you like reasons of why I moved. So number one, like at one barn, there was a coach who kind of didn't really respect her students at all and kind of did whatever she wanted. Would leave half an hour through our lesson to go on a date. Stuff like that, like would not show up for our lessons, have a substitute coach teach us, and that coach wasn't certified apparently to let us jump. So then we wouldn't be able to jump because our coach didn't want to come to the lesson. Just like anything really shady, I would prefer to get away from. That's one reason I would move a barn. Because there are coaches and people out there that you can trust and will honestly do anything and absolutely everything to support you and your horse and get you to your potential. Like my coach right now is amazing with that. She's supportive and knows what to tell me. Like she can be harsh, but she knows what to tell me when I need to hear it, and that's what you need. You don't need to deal with a coach who honestly doesn't care about you at all because you're paying for that. You don't need to pay for someone who treats you with no respect. Number two, another reason to move barns is, for example, if you're not excelling anymore, if you're honestly at a standpoint in your riding, which is what happened at one of my barns. I was taking lessons. It was an amazing place. Like I really liked it. I liked all the horses. I liked my coach, but I couldn't go any further without like co-boarding or owning my own horse. So that's why I switched, because I was just doing the same thing in lessons, and it kind of came to a point where I just wanted to excel. I want to show. I want to try new things. So that's definitely another reason to move barns. So basically my general tip is just, yeah, it's scary because moving barns, it's like a whole different thing. You become comfortable in a place and you don't want to move. It's like a second home, you know? It's got to come down to it where you're so sick of where you're at that you have to move. Now moving on from that, tips on moving into a new barn and kind of getting settled. If you have your own horse, then obviously give your horse maybe a day or two, a few days to settle in and just like hang out with your horse. That's what I've been doing with Luna because we're temporarily at a different barn right now. And, you know, just hanging out with her. And then I've started riding her because I haven't had a lot of time to ride her. So she's kind of crazy. So we're working with that. But yeah, she's very nervous at a different place, at new places. So I'm just trying to be there almost every day and keep her settled, you know, brush her, do those little things, lunch her, stuff like that. Most of you, I'm assuming, do not have horses or something, and if you're just moving to a different lesson barn, then obviously go for a tour of the place, like check it out, meet the coach, be as friendly as possible. Like I know some people aren't all that outgoing at barns and stuff, but a lot of people I've met are. So just be friendly, introduce yourself, like it will take a couple weeks to settle in, but honestly it'll be worth it. And then you can obviously, if you're lessoning there, whatever, talk to the coach on kind of what your goals are maybe. Why are you yelling? Anyways, if you wanted to get into cold-boarding or something like with more riding options, like that you ride more in a week, then for sure talk to the coach about that. Hopefully it all works out. That's honestly all I can say. It's just don't be nervous, like take the leap. Honestly, sometimes it's worth it. It's like with anything, if you don't try, you'll never know. I've experienced moving a lot and just stuff like that, so I kind of know a little bit about it. Yeah, so mine and Luna's current situation is my coach is just moving barns, so I'm following her because I do show season with her. She's like honestly organizes everything, and I would not be where I am with showing without her. So I'm like, I'm just going wherever you're going. So right now we are at a temporary barn. You guys have probably seen pictures on my Instagram and stuff. We are hoping to move to a new barn, hopefully in the next month. We're just going to see how it all plays out. We don't know. I'm just going with the flow. I'm just here to ride my horse, and that's it. Yeah, Luna's just, she does get nervous in new places, but eventually she settles in and she's fine, but that's where she's at right now, kind of anxiety and stressed out. But I just can't let it stress me out. I just go out there, kind of act like how we normally do. I just go brush, ride, like whatever, keep it going the same way. Kind of get her back into like a routine. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm still in school, guys. So like that's why I kind of didn't post on YouTube, and I'm sorry about that, but I am really committed to this channel. Like it honestly is such a break for me from school, from everything, to just like post videos and stuff. So it's really nice. And me and Luna are showing this year as well in the Hunters again. Thank you for watching. Let me know any video ideas. I'm really down for anything, so just let me know what you want to see. I want to do vlogs of me and Luna at the new barn and show you guys how I'm riding. It's kind of crappy, but I'll show you anyway. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.